In 2016, Korea lost its long-enjoyed position of the world's fifth largest automobile manufacturer, and its total amount of automobile exports shrank 3% last year. However, amid gloomy news reports about Korea's auto industry, the total export of sports utility vehicles, or SUVs, went up 10% in 2018. The rise is mainly due to the increasing popularity of SUVs worldwide. It's not just the international market. The total number of SUVs sold in the Korean market in 2018 passed the 500,000 mark for the first time. As more Koreans are interested in outdoor activities and camping, more drivers in their 20s to 50s are choosing SUVs over sedans. Technological advancement is also a factor. Many convenient features of the sedans are now installed in SUVs, which make driving easier and more comfortable. SUVs used to have an image of a huge gas guzzler that leaves a large carbon footprint, but they are now available in various sizes: compact, midsize, and full-size. It's not just the size. Various types of hybrid SUVs are waiting for environmentally friendly drivers in the market. With many convenient features and wider options to choose from, the popularity of SUVs doesn't seem to change for the time being, globally and domestically. Sales of SUVs have overtaken sedans as more people are enjoying the great outdoors. So I said sales of SUVs have overtaken sedans. To overtake is to beat in a competition. Also, if there's a race, for example, in a marathon, one runner beats or has overtaken, switched positions with another runner to a higher position, that's being overtaken. And then finally, I said people are enjoying the great outdoors. The great outdoors is just another expression for nature, camping, mountains, rivers. It encompasses everything kind of in the environment when you go out. So if you like to enjoy the great outdoors, that means you like camping, you like spending time outside in nature. The increase of sales of SUVs is in tandem with the increase of the popularity of camping. So I use the word are in tandem. If something's in tandem, it goes with something. It is attached to something. So as the sales of SUVs rise, so does the popularity of camping. Those two things are in tandem. Also, if you like skydiving and you have to, your first lesson, you will skydive in tandem with an instructor. That means you are attached to them. Better option packages are now available for SUVs. SUVs are now easier to drive and handle better than in the past. So I said option packages. When you buy a new car, they ask you what type of options you want. Those are like extra things that you can add to the car. For example, sunroof, different types of rims, turbocharger, certain types of sound systems. Those are different, we call option packages. And if you want to buy a car with all the options, you would say, I would like it fully loaded. So you said, oh, my uncle just bought a fully loaded BMW. That means he bought every option, which also increases the cost and value of the car. And then finally, I said SUVs are now easier to drive and handle better than in the past. So when we talk about handle, it's not just a door handle. We use it when we talk about operating machines, especially vehicles. So, for example, when I was younger, I had a very cheap Ford car. It handled terribly. The wheels were very small. It was very wobbly on the road. It didn't handle very well. However, my grandfather had a very big Lincoln, and it handled like a boat. So it means how the car operates is how things handle. Does it handle well or poorly? All the bells and whistles that were available exclusively for sedans are now standard in SUVs. Drivability of SUVs have also improved. So the bells and whistles means just something extra. So for example, if you want to get the full surround sound system, Bluetooth hookup, those are bells and whistles. Those are something extra that is added to something. And it can also mean something a little bit fancier, a little bit nice, but extra. And then I said the drivability of SUVs have also improved. Drivability is similar to handling. Can you drive it? Is it easy to drive? If it is, that means it has very good drivability. There is a huge spectrum to choose from in the SUV market, including environmentally friendly options. So I said there's a huge spectrum to choose from. When you're choosing from a spectrum, it's kind of a very wider range. So it's not necessarily you only have three choices, A, B, and C. You can kind of mix A with B or A with C or then add D to it. So a spectrum being that, you can have a lot of options. And then, for example, at the end, I said environmentally friendly. Those are the hybrid options. So you could have a regular SUV or you could make it a hybrid or electric. It doesn't matter. So when you have a lot to choose from, we say a spectrum. And finally, like I said, including environmentally friendly options, that would be electric and hybrid cars. SUV fans can now choose from different sizes, including crossovers and compact SUVs. Hybrid SUVs are also an option now. So, traditionally when you said SUV, you would think of like a full-size Ford Explorer or Escalade. But now, if you were to look at a compact SUV or possibly a crossover, those are much smaller. So for example, like the Sorento, the Sportage, the Santa Fe, the Kona, the Niro, those would be kind of compact SUVs, the ones made in Korea. Traditionally, like a crossover is like a mix of an SUV, but has a hatchback. We used to call those station wagons, but they don't really exist anymore. So the new word for the old station wagon is the crossover. Subaru makes a lot of them, and you can take a look online. They don't sell them here in Korea, but in America, they're very popular. The popularity of SUVs are here to stay. So if you say something that is here to stay, it's like a current trend that's not going away. It means that it's somewhat permanent for now. There doesn't seem to be an end in sight for the increased popularity of SUVs. So I said there's no end in sight, or doesn't seem to be an end in sight. We covered this, I think, a couple podcasts ago. But if there is no end in sight, means you cannot see an end to a trend or something that's very popular. It means it'll keep going. Hey, thanks, guys. And I just wanted to tell you that we're starting our Instagram page, and that will be at MATTSSAM. That's Matt Sam. Thanks for downloading, guys. Bye-bye.